Today we're going to take a look at the element line, and no one used line quite as effectively as Albrecht Durer. This is one of his pieces. Now, what is line? We know line is one of the 7 elements of art, but in terms of art, line is a moving dot. So if you take a dot and move it in a direction, you're creating a line. That's a good way of thinking about line. Now, line, when used correctly and intelligently, can really help us create good pieces of artwork, especially when you use line quality. Now, if you look on the apple on the left, it's just got the same quality or weight of line. The apple on the right, however, has line quality. That means the line gets thicker and thinner in some areas, thus creating the illusion of form without even having to add any value at all. Here's another piece of artwork by Albrecht Durer. You can see that he's used a variety of line quality in his image. Now, another way that we can use line is through the use of cross contour lines. So I've got 2 cylinders here, and I'm going to show you the difference in using cross contour lines effectively. On the one on the left, I'm just drawing straight hatching to indicate shadow. Now, it does an adequate job of showing you the shadow, but it does little to show you the form of the object. However, if you think about cross contour lines and you think about the form of the object, then cross contour lines should mimic the form of the object. Cross contour lines can indicate form and shadow. So the cylinder on the right looks more realistic. Here's an example of Leonardo's work and some of his cross contour lines that he used to show muscles of the human body. Take a look at this apple, for example. If I create cross contour lines vertically over the surface of the apple, it gives us some information about the form of the apple. Notice the lines do not just go straight up and down vertically. Instead, they follow the form of the apple, just as if you were to take your finger and move it over the surface of the apple. The lines that would be created by moving your finger would be similar to the cross contour lines created here. Now, how can cross contour lines like this help us with our drawing and painting? Well, for example, if you are painting, sometimes you have to make decisions about the direction of your brush strokes. Cross contour lines help you make those decisions. If you make your brush strokes in the direction of the cross contour lines, it'll help the viewer understand the form of your object. Now, cross contour lines don't have to just go vertically. They can also go horizontal. Here I'm putting some horizontal cross contour lines over the surface of the vertical lines that have already been created. This adds to the information of the form of the apple. It helps us better understand the form of the apple. So, to review, line in terms of art is a moving dot. Line weight or line quality is the thickness or thinness of a line. And cross contour lines can help us give us information about the form of the object, and they can also help us add shadow. This has been another video tutorial brought to you by thevirtualinstructor.com.